Alright, this video is going to be about like your VDIs on your machine. Depth. It's also about pinpointing. It's tough for me anyways to use the machine to pinpoint. I got to actually use the pinpoint button on it. On my AT Pro, I never use that. Maybe once I get to learn the detector a little bit better, I'll get away from that. But when I use that pinpoint button, it's usually right on the money. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up. If it gives you a little bit of help, or if you got any questions about it, feel free to leave it in the comments. In this video, I'm going to find some nice stuff. A lot of deep stuff, a lot of deep coins. And let's get right into it. Okay, this I guess would be considered a mid-tone here. It's jumping around. Yeah, you can see there. It's jumping around 58 to 64. There's 63, 66. About 6 inches deep, so let's see what this is. Okay, wasn't like 6 inches, probably more like, I don't know, maybe 4 inches. But anyways, what it is a brass, some kind of brass bullet. So, low 60s, maybe brassy objects. I don't know. It's all learning. A little bit different signals in the AT Pro, but it's still a pretty decent little machine. All right. Here we're getting high 90s. Well, high to low 90s. I'm hoping it could be a coin, but when you make like a 90-degree turn on it, it drops down to 65. This side, you get a low 90s, pretty much mid 90s tone. So curious what this is going to turn out to be. In past experiences, it's usually an old rusty bottle cap or something like that, but it's got a roundness to it, and I guess the detector is picking up the roundness, but for some reason it's got that halo around it. It makes it sound high. Let's see what it is. All right, it was about, I don't know, 6 inches deep. I do see some roundness in the hole. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it is round, too thick to be a coin. Unfortunately, it's pretty toasty, whatever it is. That doesn't look too promising on the back. I don't know. It's got, I believe it's made out of aluminum. You can see the shiny, maybe you can see the shiny rim on the side. So, I don't know. I guess still cool find. That could have been a nickel, I guess. Probably wouldn't have been that high on the VDI, but about the size of a nickel. Alright, next hole. Okay, here's another pretty decent one on the VDI. 70s, mid 70s, but when you go 90 degrees, it drops down into the 30s and 40s. So, kind of curious. Sounds really nice, but well, let's find out. Alright, kind of what I figured. Some kind of big chunk of iron. Looks like maybe an old piece of a chain or something like that. But I've come to find out, you get a good signal one way. If you turn 90 degrees and do it again, a lot of times that's going to give you either the same tone, or it's going to give you a real low tone usually. So always do that 90 check on it. That's a pretty good check to do on it. A lot of times that'll let you know if good tone to dig, or probably going to be a crappy tone to dig. But for right now, I'm still learning the machine, so I still like to dig it just to find out if what I'm thinking is right. Alrighty. Here's what I was talking about. I'm getting a pretty nice 80 to 90 tone here. Flip it the other way, 90 degrees, and I'm still getting a pretty decent 90 tone. I hope you can see that on the screen. I don't know if there's much shadows or not, but anyways, to me, this is going to be a good digger. Let's see what comes out of the ground. It's a big chunk of brass. Looks like probably something to a door, where your piece to your door would slide in and out to lock your door. So the Simplex was reading that high brassy sound, making that a real good signal. Guess it could have been something really cool. Could have been a brass buckle or something. But anyways, on to the next hole. Okay. Here is a solid 70, 71, 72. Only bad thing is it's only 4 inches deep. So probably gonna be a stinking Lincoln. Let's see. Okay. We got round this in the hole. It's a penny. Okay. It says 1 cent. So we got a wheat penny. It was only about 3-4 inches deep. 70, 72 or so on the Simplex. So pretty cool find. Kind of a high signal here. Kind of excited. That's in between them 2 wheat pennies I just found. Maybe this will be my first silver with the Simplex. We'll find out. There you go. Pretty cool. I flipped the plug. It was about 8 inches deep. There lays the top of the plug of the coin. And here lays the coin itself. As you can see, the indentation left. Just going to be another wheat cent. Oh, that's going to come out pretty. 1 cent on the back. So I'll get a date on them here in the roundup. But 3 wheat pennies here, all within about, I don't know, maybe 6 feet. All right, this is kind of a scratchy 72. But it says it's almost 8 inches deep, so we're going to find out what it is. And there, right beside that big old night crawler, is another coin. And I see a blinking. Flip it over, 1 wipe it, 2 wipe. Yep, 1 cent. So there's 4 wheat cents, all still in a 6-foot radius. Pretty cool. Here's another pretty cool signal. 85, 92. We're going to try to live dig this one. Oh, cool. Actually going to have some kind of piece of jewelry here. Could be some kind of pin of some sort. You can see on the back where the pin broke off. Look like it might be a gold gild to it. I'll get back with you when I clean it up. Now here's a pretty cool little find. It says, I think it says Maryland Public Schools. And then on the back it says first award. So I don't know if that's for first place or what. I'll have to do some research on that one. Great little find. Alright. I've dug 5 wheat pennies, a couple memorials, that little pendant, but in this hole, it was about 6 inches deep, solid 92, 94. I think I might have my first silver with Simplex. Let's check it out together. Right here. What do we got? Could be the first silver. And of course, I forgot my juice, but I can tell by the back it's going to be a Merc. Not sure what year. I'll clean it up later. I really don't want to rub it. My luck, it'd be a key date and I'd do something to it. But anyways, it's going to be a Merc. Okay, took her down to the stream here and got a little water on it. 1944, nothing spectacular, but my first silver with a Simplex, so I'm pretty excited about that. Here's a very solid signal, 8687. I don't think I've ever got one quite that solid with that high of a tone, so I'm curious of what this is going to be. It says it's 6 inches down, so let's find out. Okay, pretty cool little find. Looks like a little D buckle. So that's pretty cool. That come up a solid 87, 88. Nice brass piece. Don't know how old it would be, but pretty cool find.